back again. I'm super excited to share this. Whenever I get my downloads, I'm like, oh, I got to go live and talk about it. So, I will be sharing today three things that millennial entrepreneurs can bank on without a shadow of a doubt when they're preparing to quit. If you are here with me live, do me a favor and drop quit in the comments. If you happen to be catching the replay, do me a favor and drop hashtag replay so that I know that you were here. And I'll come back through and show you some love as well. So, again, I'm talking about three things millennial entrepreneurs can absolutely bank on, pun intended, when they're preparing to quit. If you are new to me for some reason, I'm happy that you're here. I am Danielle, the coach. I'm a certified life and leadership coach. I help millennial entrepreneurs balance the demands of life, business, and leadership. I help them get clear on what's next for them and create the courage and the confidence to do something about it and quit what's no longer serving them. Um, One thing I want to make known, this is kind of like a mini announcement that I kind of wasn't planning, but I think this is a good time to say it. So, at the time of this recording, I have opened up 7 spaces for millennial entrepreneurs to work with me to help you get clear on what's next for you, to get unstuck, get a handle on the frustration and the overwhelm, and legit create an exit strategy custom for you that works for you, and to begin taking the steps and actions that you need to, that you haven't been taking for whatever reason. There's no judgment, to get you moving in the direction of where you ultimately want to be and creating the life of your wildest dreams. Where you are right now is not where you have to stay. If you are stuck, I want to reassure you that that is a feeling. It's not a state. You're stuck. You're. It's not a state. It's a feeling. And if you feel that you are stuck, it is a decision that you're making to do nothing different about it, right? And there's different things that can be done to help pull you out of that quicksand, get you on solid footing with clarity, which breeds confidence. And when you are confident, I think those who have been following me for some while will know that I say anyone who works with me, by the time they are done, as they kind of get in the groove of things, and especially when they're finished working with me, there's three options that other people have in their world. They can either get on board and get with the program, they can get left behind because they just aren't open to the change and don't want to move forward with where my go-getters are going, or they can get bulldozed if they decide to stand in the way of what we have going on, right? And the decisions that my clients are making for themselves, their future, their lives, their businesses, and their legacy. You got three options: get on board, get left behind, or you can get bulldozed, period. That's what can happen. That said, I have opened up 7 spaces for entrepreneurs to work with me. If you are tired of dreaming about what you know is possible, if you are tired of um, being kept up at night and kind of being haunted by the fact that you're miserable where you are, things just are not operating as fluidly as you would like them to be. Um, you're coming up against all types of forces for whatever reason. You have all of these reminders and nudges about taking a risk, taking a leap, but you just don't have the confidence, right? We need to talk. And what I want to say and be forthcoming about, that to work with me is not free, nor is it cheap by any stretch, right? So I want to manage your expectation going into it. And so if you are still tuned in with me and you still feel drawn by what I'm saying, maybe you've been following me for some time and you felt like you want to work with me, but again, forces have been keeping you away from making that decision or moving forward with just even seeing what's possible. I want to invite you to schedule a free strategy session with me. Go to daniellethecoach.com/quit. I'm sorry, daniellethecoach.com/apply. Head there, and I'll also drop it in the comments after this video is over. But go to daniellethecoach.com/apply, complete the questionnaire. And if I think you're a good fit, then we will have a conversation and see what next might look like for you. Okay. So now, the three things that millennial entrepreneurs can bank on when they're preparing to quit. The first thing is other people's opinions, right? Solicited and unsolicited. And why I'm calling this out and why I feel like it's important is because other people's opinions can paralyze you just like overanalyzing and overthinking can as well, right? You're going to get solicited and unsolicited opinions and feedback from people all around you, personally and professionally. So you got to be prepared to take the feedback cautiously and be conscious about the weight that you're giving to other people's opinions. And so, why I'm sharing this is that the people that I attract typically are looking, if they're not already full time entrepreneurs, they are looking to make the transition from being a career professional with a business as well, right, to the full time entrepreneur and leaving the career that they've known for over a decade or however long that they've been there. And so the risks and the transitions and the decisions that my clients make are not traditional. They're not common to most people. Most people aren't doing the things that my clients are doing. Most people aren't starting businesses, right? Most people aren't leaving, six-figure salary jobs to run their own organizations, their own businesses, and grow their own empires. Most people aren't doing that. And so you just got to be cautious with allowing other people's opinions to stop you. It's one thing if they might slow you down a little bit and you take heed, you take heed, right? But at the end of the day, you still get to make a decision. And your decision is your decision, and you get to decide. You get to choose what you do and how you do it. And there's a certain level of confidence and fortitude that you have when you have done the work and you have a solid exit strategy mapped out that at least makes sense in your mind, even if it makes sense to nobody else, and that's okay. But there's a certain level of unbotheredness and tenacity that you have when you are clear about what's next for you. As far as you can see it, you may not know all the answers and see all the steps, but there's a certain level of clarity that you have that allows you to take action with confidence and inner conviction that silences all of the chatter that is not supporting you and getting to where it is that you know you're supposed to be and that you know you're purposed and called to be, right? So that's the first thing, other people's opinions. The second thing is resistance, right? And so there's a couple of ways resistance might show up for you. So the most common, or maybe the form that might be top of mind is breakdowns, right? Things not working, something going awry, maybe like health issues coming out of the blue, or something's happening with families, things happening on the personal front, and it's just like something or some things are just stopping you and begging for your attention and taking you off of the vision that you have for where you're going. The other way resistance can show up is, and you got to be careful with this, resistance can also show up as a glimmer of hope in a space that for so long has not been serving you, right? Then all of a sudden, as you're making decisions to free yourself from the place or the space or the people, right, that have been draining you, right, and keeping you from your next level and your next season, all of a sudden things seem to look more optimistic. It could be a change in leadership. It could be organizational changes, right? It could be a seeming change of heart. My people who have been getting on your last nerve, right? It could be an opportunity that's presented to you that may feel like, oh my goodness, like where was this 2 years ago? Where was this 6 months ago? Now it has you vacillating and, reconsidering what it is that you said that you wanted to do. That's resistance as well. As with the first one, you get to choose. You get to decide, right? It's not to say that you can't or shouldn't weigh your options. Do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, keep your eye on the prize and remember what it is that you said that you wanted, and make sure that you weigh the cost of allowing this new thing to keep you from where and what your heart truly desires. Be conscious of the resistance. And the third thing that millennial entrepreneurs need to that can bank on when preparing to quit is your mental toughness being challenged. It's not a journey for the faint, but it can be done. Prepare for your sanity to be challenged. Prepare to question yourself about things that you maybe otherwise wouldn't. If you're moving in a space and moving in the direction of a space that you have not familiarized yourself with, that's new foreign territory for you, it comes with the territory. And just know that your mental toughness is going to be challenged. And so you're going to need to establish new norms to keep you grounded and rooted in one, who you are, right? What you are here to do, why you are setting out to do it in the first place. And you rinse and repeat. The beauty about working with me as your coach is that you don't have to have all of the mental toughness by yourself and alone. You can borrow some of mine. Seriously. You do not have to think about this thing by yourself. You do not have to go it alone. The beauty of coaching is that it is a partnership in supporting you with the accountability to go do what you said that you wanted to do, and to get you from where you are to where you really want to be. And knowing that there's all kinds of things that are going to come up when you move your cheese. Breakdowns are going to happen, resistance is going to happen. Other people's opinions are going to be thrown at you. And it's not just other people's opinions, it's the opinions of people that you really care about, that you love, adore, and respect, that you really want to buy into your big, bold, courageous dream, that might not do it out the gate, right? That stuff is going to weigh on you. It weighs, and you probably already know that. Again, the beauty of working with me as your coach, you do not have to go it alone. You don't. It's an absolute safe space for you to be you, to dream big, and to be challenged to dream even bigger than what you're already dreaming. So listen, like I said before, at the time of this recording, I have opened up 7 spaces for millennial go-getters, millennial entrepreneurs that are tired of being tired, that are tired of saying the same things year after year, dreaming the same dreams and not taking any steps towards doing something about it. And if you don't want to be in this same space in 6 months, if you don't want to be in this same space in 12 months, and furthermore, if you don't want to be in this same space in 90 days, we need to talk. Go to daniellethecoach.com/apply, fill out the questionnaire, and if I think you're a good fit, we'll have a conversation and we'll strategize about what next might look like for you, with my support and my accountability. And I want to let you know, like I said earlier, in case you're just hopping on, it's not free and it's not cheap. But if you're willing to invest time and financially into yourself, the game will change for you. And if you haven't seen the results of my clients, scroll down my page, hear what they have to say for themselves. You do not have to be in the same place in 90 days, 6 months, 12 months from now that you are right now. You're one decision away. Okay. That's daniellethecoach.com/apply. And I look forward to seeing who these 7 will be. I don't know who you are, but I know you're out there and I'm ready to rock. So let's work. I will see you on the next video.